The only other boxer out there that can beat this man right here, Deontay Wilder, the only man that can beat him, possibly beat him, this is a fact, an absolute fact. The only person that can beat this guy is the one and only Sir Tyson Fury, according to the Fury fanboys and the Wilder fanboys as well. The only person that can beat him is the king of boxing, the greatest to ever step on the boxing canvas, the greatest of all time, Mr. Invincible, the best resume in boxing history, Tyson Fury, according to the fanboys. That's like saying the only people that can beat Derek Chisora are the ones that have beaten him already, but nobody else can beat him. Only the ones that have beaten him already. You see how ridiculous these fanboys sound? Because this guy was unbeaten for a long time, comes up against Tyson Fury, loses, right, twice. So therefore, the only person that can beat him is Tyson Fury. Now, does that make sense to any logical boxing fans? No, it doesn't. Only to these idiots it makes sense. These clueless, armchair, know nothing about combat sports, never mind boxing, fans. It's ridiculous. But, oh no, AJ, if he loses against Usyk, this rematch is finished. He should retire. He's not a good boxer. He's the worst boxer in history. The worst resume in boxing history. He'd lose to everybody. Anybody that's a competitive fighter at this moment in time, regardless of weight class, can beat Anthony Joshua, according to Fury and Wilder fanboys. So you've got Anthony Joshua, that's the worst boxing history, despite him being two-time heavyweight champion, unified. Despite him losing 2 fights, only 2, avenging one of them. But he's the worst boxer in history. And Wilder can only lose to Tyson Fury. And Fury is the best of all time, according to these absolutely hilarious, clueless fanboys. I mean, you just have to laugh at these people. I mean, they're so... I don't get what's wrong with these people. Why can't you just grow some logic? Actually do some research. They talk about how AJ ran away from Wilder and Fury, when, for a fact, it was them that declined AJ's payday to fight him. The greatest boxer to ever walk this earth, Tyson Fury, and the second greatest boxer to walk this earth, Deontay Wilder, both turned down Anthony Joshua for their biggest payday that they've ever made. They both turned him down. That's a fact. Not an opinion, that's a fact, right? But fanboys want to flip it around and say it was AJ that was running away. No, it wasn't. It was the best boxer the best 2 boxers in the history of the sport. They were the ones that ran away from the AJ fight. They're the ones that have got the worst resume in boxing in terms of heavyweight championship record. Their resume is poor, especially Deontay Wilder's. Poor. Absolute poor. But yeah, him and his fellow great heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury, all they have to do is handpick who they want to fight, and they're the greatest of all time. Great logic.